Hello friends, I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. Okay, today we are going to learn something a fresh topic. Okay, uh, is written in the board. We are going to learn about inequalities in a triangle. But before learning inequalities in a triangle, okay, before learning the concept of inequalities in a triangle, we have learned. Okay, we have learned different types of equalities in a triangle. Okay, we understood about the congruence of triangles. Okay, we also understood that in an isosceles triangle the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, and also we learned in an equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal, is it all the angles are also equal, each angle measures 60 degree. That these three 4 points we have learned inequalities of triangles. Okay, now if we understand about the types of triangle, then there are different types of triangles. I'm not going to discuss all the types of triangles, but remember there is a triangle which we have learned in class 6 7. Okay, that is scalene triangle. I think you heard about scalene triangle. Okay, scalene triangle means no two sides are equal. That means all the sides are of different measures. Okay, since all the sides are of different measures, the angles are also of different measures. In a triangle, if the sides are of different measures, then their angles also will be in different measures. Okay, means very clear. In isosceles triangle, two sides equal means two angles will be equal. Okay, in equilateral triangle, three sides equal means three angles are equal. Now in an scalar triangle, no two sides equal means no two angles are equal. Okay, so we are concentrating here about that scalene triangle. Okay, where no two sides are equal, all the sides are of different measures. Okay, so my dear, very simple, it is not difficult, it is okay, as it is geometry, concept is fast, concept is main, and we can understand whatever the points we'll have to discuss here. Okay, some of the properties we'll discuss is theorem here and along with their proofs. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, so dear friends, here we are going to learn the two very important points is theorem. Okay, the 2 points I've written here. Okay, in a scalene triangle, what is scalene triangle? When no two sides are equal, when of different, the sides are of different measures. In a scalene triangle, the angle opposite to greater side is greater. Okay, in a scalene triangle, the angle opposite to greater side is greater. Suppose in this triangle ABC, if AB is, suppose side AB is greater than, suppose AC. Okay, if AB is greater than AC, then side opposite, angle opposite to side AB, the angle opposite to side AB is angle C. Angle C will be greater than, angle opposite to side AC. Here AC we have, so opposite angle is B, so angle B. Oh, okay, that means the side AB is greater than side AC, then the angle opposite to AB, that is angle C, this angle will be greater than the angle opposite to side AC, that is angle B. Okay, that this is here it is said the angle opposite to greater side is greater, so angle opposite to greater side is greater than the angle opposite to smaller side. So if we write here, then the angle opposite to smaller side. Okay, now we have understood this, but in another way also you can say the same property, the same theorem you can say in different way also. That means in a scalene triangle, the angle opposite to smaller side is smaller than the angle opposite to greater side. The same theorem we can say in two different ways. Okay, same meaning it comes with check. The angle opposite to smaller side is smaller, is it? The angle opposite to smaller side is smaller than the angle opposite to greater side. That way also you can say. And then the second one is the converse of this is in any triangle the side opposite to greater angle is longer. Okay, if this angle A is the greatest angle or greater angle, then angle B. Okay, if A is greater than angle, if angle A is greater than angle B, then side opposite to this angle is BC. Okay, BC will be greater than side opposite to this angle B. Angle B side opposite side is AC. Okay, that means if A is greater than angle B, then BC side will be greater than side AC. Okay, that means sides opposite to greater angle is greater than the side opposite to smaller angle. Okay, yes, you can understand. Same theorem or same property you can say in any triangle the side opposite to smaller angle is smaller. That way also you can say, no problem. In any triangle the side opposite to smaller angle is smaller. You can say that way also. Same meaning it comes in both these two cases. Both these two theorems you can say in two different ways. Okay, one of the type I have written here, that means the angle opposite to greater side is greater. Instead of that, angle opposite to smaller side is smaller than the angle opposite to greater side. Okay, that way also you can say it gives same meaning. Okay, here also in any triangle the side opposite to, if I write here smaller, the side opposite to smaller angle is smaller. You can write that way. Okay, it gives the same meaning. They are not different, they are not converse. Okay, it will have two types, two statements you can say for the same theorem, and two statements for this theorem. Two types of statements with same meaning. Okay, so we have to understand that is very simple, that get the angle opposite to greater side is greater, and then side opposite to greater angle is greater. Okay, converse of each other. Okay, these are the two properties. Now we are going to prove these two properties. Friends, now we are going to prove the theorem. Okay, the theorem I have written as it is given in the book. Okay, if two sides of a triangle, you check page number 130, page number 130, theorem 7.6. Okay, the theorem is if two sides of a triangle are unequal, that means it is a scalene triangle. Okay, the angle opposite to the longer side is greater. That means angle opposite to greater side is greater. That is longer side is greater. We have to prove. Theorem 7.6. I already explained the theorem. Now it's proof. Okay. So here we have taken a triangle ABC. It is an scalene triangle. Okay. No two sides are equal. Okay. Now, if in triangle ABC, suppose BC is greater than AC. The BC is the greatest side. Here you can see from the figure, BC is greater than AC. I have taken one of the sides, so AC I have taken. So BC is greater than AC. Then we have to prove the side angle opposite to greater side. That means angle opposite to BC is A is greater than to angle opposite to smaller side. Okay, that means angle A is greater than B. We have to prove. Okay. To prove this, we need a construction. That construction is we have to mark a point D on BC such that AC and CD equal. Okay, we have to mark D in such a way that this CD and AD will be equal. Okay, that way we have marked. Then this ACD is an isosceles triangle now. Okay. Now proof is in ACD, AC is equal to CD. This AC equal to CD by our construction. It is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, their base angles of an isosceles triangle, the CAD equal to CDA, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. If this angle, this side and this side equal, then this angle, okay, and this angle will be equal. That means this is CAD is equal to CDA. CAD equal to CDA. Now this is equation 1. Okay. Now angle CDA is an exterior angle of triangle ADB. Now you check triangle ADB. Here we have triangle ADB is here we have triangle ADB, and this CDA is the exterior angle for this triangle. Okay, this angle D means this CDA. This is the exterior angle of this triangle. So here if you apply extra angle property, then this angle equal to this one plus this. That means CDA, angle CDA equal to angle B plus angle BAD. So angle CDA is equal to angle B plus angle BAD. This angle CDA equal to angle B plus angle BAD. Okay? Okay, clear? Now, in place of CDA, we write CAD. Since CAD and CDA are equal, so in place of CDA, I just have written here CAD. Angle B, angle BAD. Now, we have equal here, equal. Now, this CAD equal when B and this angle A, that BAD are added together. Now, if from here BAD will be removed, suppose I remove BAD, then this is reduced, means this will be greater than angle B. Try to understand, very simple. These two together makes equal to this. If one of these two, if you remove, then this becomes smaller than this. You try to understand the logic here. Okay, not calculation, just logic you check. CAD is equal to this one plus this one. Okay, yes. That means we can understand 5 is equal to 3 plus 2. If I remove these two from here, then 5 is greater than 3 or not? Yes. So same way here, this sum makes equal to CAD. Then from here BAD we have taken out. Then this angle B will be lesser than CAD, that is CAD is greater than angle B. Now in this CAD, now I am going to add something. It is already greater. If I add something, then it will continue remain greater than angle B. It will remain greater than angle B. Something I add. So what I want, I will add here. I want to make this whole angle. I want to make this angle A. So here we have CAD we have here. Okay, if I add this angle also here, then this angle becomes this CAB, means this angle A. It becomes angle A. Now what I have done here is CAD plus angle BAD I have added. Okay, why BAD I have added? To make angle A. Okay, now since CAD is greater than B, okay, whatever you add here, it will remain greater than B. Okay, so in CAD we have added BAD. Is it? That means 7 is greater than, suppose 5. Anything you add here, it will remain greater than 5 or not? If I add here 2, it will be greater than 5. Is it? If you add here 100, it will be greater than. If you add something here, that will be always greater than 5. So here I have added BAD, CAD plus BAD. Okay, so CAD plus BAD makes angle A. So angle A is greater than angle B. Okay, hence it is proved. So dear friends, here we have one more very important theorem of a triangle. Now the theorem 7.8, it says that the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, this one you might have noticed this one in class 6 or 7. Okay, this according to this theorem, the sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. Means if in this triangle ABC, sum of AB and BC is always greater than AC, or sum of BC and AC is greater than AB. Okay, sum of AB and AC is greater than BC. Okay, that one you might have noticed in class 6-7 in construction of triangles. Okay, if the sum of the two sides is less than the third side, then triangle cannot be constructed. Is it? You know about that. That means if the sum of the two sides is less than the third side, then triangle cannot be constructed. So here the theorem, the property which you have learned in other classes, here it is given as theorem, and then we will have to prove this theorem. Okay. Now how can we prove this theorem? Let's see. So to prove this theorem, I am going to prove actually AB plus AC is greater than BC. Any of the sum of two sides is greater than the third side. So my target is AB plus AC is greater than BC. Okay, to prove this theorem, this BA is produced to D. Okay, such that AC and AD are equal. In our construction, just I produce this BA that towards A. Okay, this BA is produced to D. Okay, and this AD is equal to AC. That way, and after that, this C and D are joined. Okay, in our construction. Again, BA is produced to D. Okay, and then in such a way that AD and AC are equal, then this CD is joined. Okay, now in this triangle you check, in this triangle ACD, first you check ACD. Since this side and this side equal, it is an isosceles triangle. That's why this angle, that means I am saying about angle ACD and ADC for this triangle are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides. Since these two sides are equal, then these two angles are also equal. So ACD equal to ADC. These two angles are equal. Okay. Now we have got that in this triangle, this angle is equal to this angle. Now I will add this angle. That means ACB. ACB here. Okay, now if these two are equal, then if I add ACB here, then this angle will be, that means ACD plus ACB will be greater than angle ADC. Is it? It's greater than angle ADC. That means sum of these two angles means what? It is BCD. So in bigger triangle BCD, okay, in BCD triangle, okay, angle BCD is greater than angle D. Okay, then their opposite side, okay, then angle BCD's opposite side is BD for the bigger triangle. That is BD is greater than opposite side of angle D, BC. So BD is greater than, this BD is greater than BC. Now this BD can be written as AB plus AD. Now this AD can be written as AC. That means we can write now in this triangle, this AB plus AC is greater than BC. Now you see here half left ABC is a triangle. To prove my sides where, which are I am going to prove AB plus AC is greater than BC. Okay, the sum of the two sides is greater than the third side. Okay. Now construction, we have constructed something here for our use. So construction you must mention here. Okay, what you have constructed? BA is produced to D such that AC is equal to AD. AC is equal to AD. Okay. Now prove. Okay. In triangle ACD, okay, AC is equal to AD. Therefore, which two angles? Angle ACD is equal to angle ADC. Angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides. Okay. Now, if I add something in ACD, what I will add here? ACB I will add. If I add here angle ACB, only left you add, need not to add in the right. Okay. ACB if I add here, ACB plus angle ACD is greater than angle ADC. Since they are equal, now something if I add here, this will be greater. So this sum is greater than this. Okay, that implies this means ACB plus ACD is ACB and ACD means this whole angle C. We can write angle BCD is greater than angle ADC. Okay. Now, if I write here, no problem. Check this side. If I write now in triangle BCD, same you write for triangle BCD. Okay. Angle BCD is greater than angle ADC. ADC, for this bigger triangle, if you write ADC angle, then you write angle BDC, same angle. So angle what? BDC. Okay, instead of ADC you have written same angle as BDC to represent for this big triangle. Okay, now the side opposite to BCD, is AD. So AD, okay, is greater than, AD is greater than, side opposite to BCD is not AD, it is BD. Sorry, it is BD. BD is greater than, BD is greater than, side opposite angle BDC. BDC, side opposite to this is BC. It is BC. Okay, what you write here? Sides opposite to equal angle. Sides opposite to greater angle is greater. Side opposite to greater angle. Greater angle is greater. You have written. Okay. So side opposite to greater angle is greater. Now from there, if I write here, check. Okay, BD I can write as this BD. I can write as BA plus AD. Okay, that means AB plus AD. So I can write it AB plus AD is greater than BC. Is greater than BC. Now AB plus AD is equal to what? AD is equal to AC. Here in our construction, AC and AD are equal. So in place of AD, I can write AC. So it is AC. Okay, AC is greater than BC. So hence the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay. So friends, we'll start the exercise 7.4. Okay, here the first question is, so that in a right angled triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. In a right triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side. That one we have to show. We have to prove hypotenuse is the longest side in the right triangle. Okay, so in this right triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. Then AC is the longest side we have to prove. Now you check, very simple. It is too much easy. You check. This angle B is 90 degree. Then A plus C will be 90. Then angle A is less than 90. Is it? Angle A is less than 90. Similarly, angle C also less than 90. Now you check angles. You check. This angle is the greatest angle among these three angles. So the side opposite to this greater angle is always greater. So AC is greater than these two sides. That way we can prove very easily. Okay. Solution. Okay. In right triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore, angle A plus angle C together makes 90 degrees since the sun is 180 degrees. Okay, that means that is angle A is less than 90 degree. Is it? And angle C is also individually that is less than 90 degree. Okay, we can write angle A is less than 90 degree is angle B here. So angle B, and angle C is less than here 90 degrees angle B. So less than angle B. Okay. Now we can write this way, alter it, no problem. Angle B is greater than angle A, and angle B is greater than angle C. Same thing, just alter. Okay. Therefore, the opposite side of angle B is AC, is greater than opposite side of angle A is BC. Okay, and opposite side of angle B is AC. Same, AC is greater than opposite side of angle C is AB. Okay, here what we have applied? Okay, side opposite to greater angle is longer. We have written that. Okay, therefore, or hence you can write, hence hypotenuse is the longest side. Proved. Is it? You have proved. AC is the hypotenuse, AC is the longest side. AC is greater than BC, as well as it is also greater than AB. That's why AC is the longest side of triangle ABC. Okay. So question number 2 is, side AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended to points P and Q. The side AB and AC of triangle ABC extended to P and Q. That means AB is extended to P and AC is extended to Q respectively. Also, angle PBC is less than angle QCB. Angle PBC is this angle. This PBC is less than angle QCB. Okay, angle less than QCB. Okay, now we have to prove AC is greater than AB. Then we have to prove this AC, this side is greater than this side. This AC is greater than AB. You have to prove. Okay, you check how can you prove this one plus this one 180 degree, linear pair. This one plus this one 180 degree. That means the sum and this sum equal. Since this one is less than this, therefore this will be greater than this. Angle B will be greater than angle C. That's why its opposite side, that is AC, will be greater than AB. Okay. But friends, you check here one very simple trick. You check. Okay, 3 plus 4 is equal to 5 plus 2. Okay. Or if I write like this, 4 plus 3 is better. You can understand more. 4 plus 3 is equal to 5 plus 2. Okay, check. Okay. Since 4 is less than 5, 4 is what? Less than 5. Therefore, 3 must be greater than 2. Is it? Yes. If this sum, these two sums are equal, if one term is of the first sum 1 is greater than the first term of the second sum, then the second term will be greater than this term. Is it? Simple trick here. So same thing we can apply in this case also. So the solution of this question here, in triangle ABC, angle PBC and angle QCB are two exterior angles. This PBC, this angle, and QCB, this angle, they are exterior angles. Okay, therefore this angle plus this one 180, this one plus this one 180, linear pairs. We have written PBC plus ABC, these two angles, okay, equal to 180 degree. Similarly, QCB plus ACB, these two angles, this one plus this one 180 degree, they are linear pairs. Okay, now since both are 180 degree, then this sum is equal to this sum, that is PBC plus ABC equal to QCB plus ACB. This one plus equal to this one. These two are equal. Is it? Okay, written. Now since it is given here that PBC is less than QCB, this PBC is less than QCB, means this PBC is less than QBC, then ABC is greater than ACB. Since this the sum and this sum equal, so this one is greater than this and this one is less than this, then this ABC will be greater than this. So ABC will be greater than ACB. Okay, now ABC is greater than ACB, then its opposite side is AC in this triangle. You check opposite side of angle ABC. Angle ABC is this, its opposite is AC, and angle ACB is this, and its opposite is AB. So this AC is greater than AB. Side opposite to greater angle is longer. Understood? Okay. So a very easy question number 3. Okay, here it is given that for this figure angle B is less than angle A. For this figure angle B is less than angle A and angle C is less than angle D. Then we have to show this AD is greater than BC. What is so AD is greater than BC. Okay, the solution is simple. You check in triangle AOB. Since angle B is less than angle A, that's why their opposite side, angle B is opposite side OA. OA will be less than angle A's opposite side OB. That is OA is less than this angle B. B's opposite side is OA. OA is less than angle A. This angle A's opposite side is OB. So OA is less than OB. So the theorem which we have learned, we have written in this way. Side opposite to smaller angle is shorter. Okay, side opposite to smaller angle is shorter. We have written in that way according to this statement, this equation. Okay, now again in this COD triangle, this is COD. Same system we have applied here also in triangle COD. Since angle C is less than angle D, it is given angle C is less than angle D. So angle C's opposite side is OD. OD is less than angle D's opposite side is OC. So angle this is OD side is less than OC. So side opposite is smaller angle is shorter. We have written. Now this was 1 and this is 2. Okay. Now these two we have added 1 plus 2. Then OA plus OD is less than OB plus OC. I check OA plus OD is less than OB plus OC. Now if these two we add, then what will get? OA plus OD. OA plus OD is AD. Okay, and OB plus OC is BC. So this sum is AD, this sum is BC. So AD less than BC, it is proved. Simple. So friends, this question number 4 is for this figure it is given that AB and CB are respectively the smallest, the shortest and the longest side of a quadrilateral ABCD, so that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. We have to prove angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. Okay, here it is given that AB and CD are shortest and longest side, okay, of this quadrilateral. That means AB is the shortest, means AB is out of these 4 sides, AB is the shortest, smallest one, and out of the 4, this CD is the greatest side. Okay, these two things are given. This is the shortest side and this is the longest side. We have to prove A is greater than C and B is greater than D. Okay, I will show how to prove A is greater than C, and you will have to do how B is greater than D. I will show how to prove A is greater than C, and the same way you will have to do B is greater than D. That is your part, you will have to do. Okay, easy it is. Now what we will have to do first is, when you are going to prove angle A is greater than angle C, you draw AC diagonal. Okay, you will have to draw diagonal AC. You are going to prove now angle A is greater than angle C. Now if you are going to prove angle B is greater than angle D, then you have to draw BD diagonal. So in another figure, drawing BD diagonal, not AC, you will have to prove B is greater than D. Okay, now I am going to prove A is greater than C, that's why I have drawn AC diagonal. Okay, so solution, explanation part, this question, it's simple, not too difficult at all. So from triangle, check, from triangle ABC. From triangle ABC. Okay. Yes. BC is greater than AB. Okay. BC is greater than AB. Since AB is the smallest side, that's why BC is greater than AB. This is the smallest one out of the four. So, what will be the reason why? Since AB is the shortest side or smallest side. AB is the shortest side. It is given. Okay. Now the angle opposite to BC side in triangle ABC. Okay. Angle opposite to BC side in triangle ABC. So BC is this. So angle opposite to BC is this angle. So if we mark here 1, no problem. So angle 1, directly I can write angle 1. Angle 1 is greater than, suppose this is angle 2. So you can mark this is angle 2. Okay. So opposite angle of AB is 2. Opposite angle of BC is 1. So 1 is greater than angle 2. Okay. So why? Okay. Angle opposite to greater side is greater. Okay. Yes. Again. Okay. From triangle. Which triangle now? From triangle ACD. From this triangle ACD. Triangle ACD. Okay. Here CD is the greatest side of the triangle of this quadrilateral. That's why CD is greater than AD. CD is greater than AD. This CD is greater than AD. We should take the sides of the quadrilateral only. Okay. This is since CD is the greatest side. Okay. That implies the opposite angle of CD. Opposite angle of CD is this angle. Is it? Opposite angle of CD for this triangle is this angle 3. So angle 3 is greater than opposite angle of side AD. It is suppose this angle. This is suppose 4. So it is angle 4. Okay. Angle opposite to greater side is greater. Okay. Yes. Now if we add these two, this is 2, this one is 1. This is 1. Now if you add 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2, what we will get in check here? Angle 1 plus angle 3 left is greater than angle 2 plus angle 4. Angle 1 plus 3 is angle A is greater than angle 2 plus 4 is angle C. Okay. So this is proved. So A is greater than C. I proved here. Okay. Now you have to prove angle P is greater than angle D by drawing another figure where you will draw the diagonal in BD. Okay. Now in question number 5, in this PQR triangle, PR is greater than PQ is given and PS bisects angle QPR. Now we have to prove angle PSR is greater than PSQ. Okay. So here this PR is greater than PQ, means this PR is greater than PQ, that is given, and this PS bisects this angle, this QPS. PS bisects QPS. Okay. We have to prove this angle PSR, means this angle is greater than angle PSQ. This is greater than this, we have to prove. Now some of the things you check, what are the results you will get here from the given part. Okay, PR is greater than PQ, that is given. That's why in this triangle, this angle Q will be greater than angle R. The angle opposite to greater side is greater. So in this triangle, if this is greater, then this angle will be greater. Okay. And another one is, since PS bisects this angle QPS, therefore these two angles are equal. Okay. So we have started from in triangle PQR, PS bisects angle QPR. This PS bisects angle QPR. That's why this angle equal to this angle. That is QPS equal to RPS. QPS equal to RPS. Okay. Again, that PR is greater than PQ. So from here, angle Q is greater than angle R for this bigger triangle. Okay. Angle opposite to longer side is greater. Okay. Now in triangle RPS, in both the triangle, angle sum property. RPS triangle. Here, angle sum property. Okay. This is RPS plus PS. For this triangle, RPS plus PSR plus angle R equal to 180 degree. For this triangle, sum of these three angles 180 degree angle sum property. Similarly, for this triangle also, for triangle QPS plus PSQ, this angle plus angle Q. Okay, 180 degree. Now, since the sum of this is 180, sum of these three also 180. That means this sum equal to this sum, which is this one is equal to this one. I have written here. Okay. Since RPS and QPS are equal, this RPS and QPS equal, they shall cancel. So we have got this one and this, and then PSQ and Q. Okay. Now since R is less than Q, here it is given. Here R is less than Q. I have written in alter form so that you can understand more. Okay. Q is greater than R, means what? R is less than Q. Since R this side, that's why I have written R is less than Q. You can write Q is greater than R, no problem. If R is less than Q, then PSR will be greater than PSQ. That way you can understand better. That's why I have written, instead of Q greater than R, I have written R less than Q. So R less than Q. If R is less than Q, then the remaining PSR is greater than PSQ. Hence it is proved.